Hi everybody, today is day 51 of my challenge and I am here today to answer a question about foreclosures. Are there bank foreclosures in the Dominican Republic and how do I get a hold of them? Well, let me just say in the United States and maybe even Canada, the banks always say we are not in the real estate business. The banks don't want inventory on their books. They'd rather liquidate and get the cash. So they're always anxious to sell properties either for what is owed on them or maybe even less. In the Dominican Republic, it is quite different. Banks are happy to hold on to those properties forever. Things are really set up differently here. And from what I understand and what I have heard is, for example, bank executives don't want to register the loss on their books. So they would rather keep those properties on the books rather than sell them and possibly take a loss. So what you find is foreclosed properties here in the Dominican Republic that the banks do foreclose, but sometimes they're for sale for more than the market price, which actually sounds a little bit absurd. And that is why you actually don't find a lot of foreclosed properties being bought. For example, would you want to buy a foreclosed property for 125 when you can buy it on the open market for 100,000? No. But the banks will hold them because if they've financed that property, say for 120 or 125 or more, and the market goes low, they're not going to sell for a lower price. They're not going to sell for what they finance. They're going to sell to try to get the most that they can from that property, even if it is above the market price. Now, I'm not saying that all banks work like this, but in the time that I've been here, all of them that I have gone to try to get their foreclosure list, I'm always very shocked at the prices that they're looking to sell the properties for. So the answer to the question is yes, there are foreclosed properties here in the Dominican Republic, but they're not the best deals and they're not always very interesting to buy. What I would recommend for you is talk to your realtor or call us and ask us for the best opportunities that are out there and we will give them to you. Unfortunately, this is not the market where you might find a property for 50 cents on the dollar. However, on occasion, there are people who own their properties outright and they are really desperate to sell. Maybe there's a change in their family status, a marriage or a divorce or a death or what have you, the major life events that might happen that would cause a person to be very motivated to sell. And those properties can possibly be sold for great discounts, but it's not going to be the foreclosed properties that are going to give you the best opportunities like you may be accustomed to at home. So that answers the question for today, day 51 of my challenge about foreclosed properties in the Dominican Republic. And I will see you tomorrow.